Welcome to a dirt road roundtable drive. Kind of our form of a podcast, showing you the drive in and out of some of these Bigfoot sighting locations. This area near Beaver Mountain. There's like a dozen Bigfoot sightings back in the canyons back there, and the place that I'm camping, there is 4 that I know of around there. And then a year and a half ago, a guy filmed a video not too far from here of a Bigfoot. We come back investigating, and this hot spot near where he filmed the Sasquatch, we found a bunch of Bigfoot tracks. Casted one. Then about a year later, about 6 months ago, we come back again and Bigfoot tracks. Casted another one. Alright, back when we were finding all the tracks right after the video was filmed and submitted to us, Derek and I were up hiking around, finding tracks that day. When we come back down to the main dirt road where our vehicle was parked, as we were taking off our gear to put it in the vehicle, we saw something run through the trees on the opposite side of the road from where we had just hiked. And what was running through the trees was running away from the road that we were on into thicker stuff. And we just saw glimpses of it through the trees as it ran, and it was a very tall animal. And when I see something really tall that's that color in the woods, the dark brown and black, moving around, the first thing that pops into my head is a moose, because a moose are that color and everything. But it running through the trees, I didn't see a profile of a moose. There just wasn't enough. Well, anyway, there's 4 Bigfoot sightings in that area, some pretty good ones. We're camping at a spot where a guy and his dogs got ran off at night in the evening, right after they had dinner. But they got ran off by what he said was a couple of Bigfoot that started vocalizing, come down to his camp. We're around his camp. You could see the profiles of the 2 that come in kind of different directions. Him and his dogs got in the Bronco or whatever it was that he had. His SUV, let's put it that way. And his dogs were freaking out, and he's never seen his dogs freaked out like that. And they were hiding and whimpering on the floors of the vehicle and stuff. And he bailed to come back the next day to get his camp gear and everything. But yeah. Well, anyway, it's a Bigfoot sighting hotspot. So that day the guy filmed those Bigfoot, it wasn't for a couple of days after he filmed them that a third party, this guy's friend, that was, it's like, you guys got to see this, and sent it to us. It's like, my buddy filmed this, and I told him I think it's a Bigfoot, sent it to us. It's pretty damn awesome. Well, we come researching up around a couple of days after it actually happened, and we started spreading out from that location. It had snowed like the night after that happened. And Jenny suggested, she's like, hey, the string of Beaver Mountain sightings, it's not too far from here, and in the video, that's the last direction you saw the creature walking, was that direction anyway. So yeah, We go over there not expecting to find nothing, and dozens of Bigfoot tracks. There's a spot where it had jumped the creek a good 15 feet at least, probably more, but it sunk in so damn deep where it leaped, and then when it leapt up onto the dirt road and crossed the dirt road where we found dozens of tracks and stuff that day, and we kept coming back. And the more we spread out, we were finding more stuff. Just amazing. And something else really cool that happened is we kept coming back to the area, camping, and one of the times we were there scouring the area 5 miles south in Franklin Basin area from where we were at about the same time we were there were several people in a campground that had a Bigfoot sighting. Then, like 3 weeks later, the 2 sightings up on Monte Cristo, or actually one dude that come face to face with 2 of them. Gosh, we got up there the same day that he had that sighting, and there was like shin to knee deep snow, and we were finding tracks everywhere in that snow where he saw them both, them looking at him looking at them, till he backed away. So it's like after the guy filmed it, got us in there investigating, then we started finding evidence of tracks. Then south of there, another sighting. Even further south of there, another sighting. So it's like that season we documented at least 2 Bigfoot making their way south. Yeah, we were finding 2 individuals back where we're going to be camping back here. Oh, the crazy thing is it's less than a half a mile from where the guy bailed from camp at night with his dogs because of the 2 Bigfoot coming down to his camp, right? Crazy. Alright, that guy films just one. But when we're down here, we're finding evidence of two different sized tracks consistently. So where we've been documenting these tracks the last 2 years in a row, we're going to be camping less than a half a mile from there at the spot the guy got ran out of camp by the 2 Bigfoot. So putting it out there, this is epic stuff. Epic stuff for us. Yeah, we've been wanting to do this tent camping expedition. We have this favorite place that we camp back in here that's at least another mile up the dirt road. And we have found tracks in a creek back there, some really nice ones about 10 years ago, and got a couple of screams and stuff. That's our favorite place to camp, but we've been wanting to camp closer to the recent action. And I found a spot to get into this guy's camp. Hope you guys enjoy these dirt road roundtable drives. Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm coming up and I'm setting up camp a day early. Most of it anyway. I'm going to get all of our tents set up. Get some firewood gathered. our camp chairs, our camp table, all of that. Yeah, Jenny and I should teach people how to do these expeditions. When we tent camp, we actually bring the most gear, it feels like. Of course, when you take a trailer, all your gear goes into that, but we have different totes set up for different types of camping. Yeah, once in a while we're able to like rent a little cabin or something in a spot that we would like to be, and so we have a certain kit for that. Tent camping, trailer camping. Yeah, this is an amazing area. I'm on the west side in some mountains called Bear Lake. It's like a 20-mile long lake, and half of it's in Idaho, half of it's in Utah. Well, those mountains west of Bear Lake is just a plethora of sightings on both sides of the border. When we scouted this, I thought that we might be able to bring our other vehicle, excuse me. I don't know if I want Jenny taking her vehicle on that, so I'm glad I'm coming back for her. We'll come back and be here in the morning for several days and nights. Alright, on my left-hand side, the trees over there, and I'm gonna get to a spot where we flipped around. Derek and I spotted something running through the trees away from us over there after we got done with the hike. And we'd already had the vehicle doors opened when we saw it running. Very tall, dark brown, seemed taller than a moose, and I couldn't see a long body as I caught glimpses of it running through the trees. So, but it's on the same day that we were finding tons of Bigfoot footprints a few days after a Bigfoot sighting. So we jumped in the vehicle and started glassing with the camera through the windshield. Just a comfortable situation to sit here. That's a swamp of like where a creek's spread out, so it wasn't convenient to go tromping through the water and mud to try and get to it. So I'm pretty sure it knew we were there. Got done with our hike, putting our backpacks and stuff in the vehicle, and we saw it, grabbed a camera, started filming, taking pictures. Derek had a camera, I had a camera. I jumped in the driver's side, but by the time I was holding a camera when all this happened, by the time I got the camera turned on and filming, it was over. It had disappeared and we couldn't hear it moving any longer. So we sat here for a while. Okay, and then a half a mile down the road on the left side is where a guy had a Bigfoot come down to his camp. Then a quarter mile left of that, which is east, that's where we have found all the Bigfoot tracks in the last 2 years. So we're camping right in the middle of all that. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed these dirt road roundtable drives. Keep on watching. We're going to keep on squatching.